Next up are our Hall of Fame honors, honoring the off-Broadway legacies of people who enriched our lives and the life of the theater when they were with us and whose memory lives now in our hearts. Our first Hall of Fame honoree is David Gersten. David Gersten, press agent, producer, and proud man of the theater. He was so knowledgeable, so enthusiastic, so committed to everything he did, and so generous in sharing his knowledge that anyone who knew him will tell you how much they loved him and how much he he monitored me. He mentored, encouraged, and inspired them. And to that point, we didn't love him because he was so cuddly or eager to please. That was not David. He was not our David. He was wickedly funny and naughty and sharp. As Sam Rudy told me last week, David, who had a heart of gold, liked to pose as a curmudgeon. And I'm guessing that I'm not alone in saying that when he pointed his sharp wit and mock exasperation your way, it somehow felt affirming. I don't know why that was. I know it felt that way to me. I miss it. I miss him. And I view his corrections as a badge of honor. He introduced audiences to altar boys, to Tony and Tina's wedding, to late night catechism. He worked with giants of the theater world, Alexander Cohn, David Merrick, Joseph Papp, and his mentor, David Rothenberg. He collaborated with Tony Kushner and Larry Kramer and Terrence McNally. He represented works like The Normal Heart, The Vagina Monologues, and Love, Valor, and Compassion. And he supported, advised, and guided a long list of nonprofits, including the New Federal Theater and the Mint Theater Company and Red Bull Theater, connecting them with audiences that, learning of their work, kept coming back. He was dedicated to the welfare of his union brothers and sisters. Yes, serving proudly for 6 years as vice president of ATPAM. He was a founding member of the Off-Broadway Alliance and its vice president, and a co-owner and rescuer of the 9th Avenue Saloon, the venerable Midtown oasis of the LGBTQ plus community. And if that wasn't enough, he was also a lieutenant in the Cherry Grove Volunteer Fire Department. A lieutenant! David's life was about love and service for his communities, and we loved him right back. So to help us honor the memory of our friend David Gersten today, please help me welcome his close and dear friend, Jeffrey Gross.
So accepting this award on David's behalf is both an honor and deeply emotional for me. For over 25 years, we shared a home at the beach out on Fire Island, and I sort of know in my head that this speech David probably would have taken from me and rewritten as the press agent, because he always had a great line, a good story, and a true sense of what would play to an audience. We shared this home together out on Fire Island, and a friendship and countless conversations about theater. David loved off-Broadway with a passion, and that was impossible to miss. He believed in its creativity, in its risk-taking, in its intimacy, with a little space, and a true sense of the importance of it. And the real ability to introduce audiences to new voices and to new ideas. He was also my guide to that world. As many of you know, David could connect almost any actor to any production. Our house often had Law & Order playing on loop, And without fail, he would say, "Oh, you know so-and-so," from before launching into a story about how that actor appeared in a performance that moved him or someone he had worked with. And David also always requested an aisle seat because he said he was attending with an elderly woman with a bad knee. Now I can say I am that elderly woman. And through his generosity and enthusiasm, I had the privilege of seeing an extraordinary range of productions, artists, performers, plays, and musicals that he was often conducting from the seat next to me. And he opened a world to me. Last fall, when he was sick and still working, he insisted that I go see Richard II. Afterward, I told him how much I enjoyed it, and he simply said, "Good, keep going." That was David. He wanted people to keep showing up, keep discovering, and keep supporting the artists and the theaters he loved. This award recognizes David's contributions to Off-Broadway, and for those of us who knew him outside also, understand that his impact went far beyond any single production or accomplishment. He was an advocate, a champion, and for me, most of all, a friend. He shared his love of theater freely and brought countless people along with him. I am grateful to accept this award in his memory. On behalf of everyone whose lives were enriched by his passion, his knowledge, his humor, and his unwavering belief in the power of live theater, thank you. Thank you so much.